It's been a while since I've actually run a train on Oak Hill, since I disconnected the NCE from it. Haven't had any power hooked up, but I went ahead and just temporarily ran some bus lines from Chillicothe over here. Now that I know it's works, I can go ahead and hook it up and just clean the track, and everything seems to be running okay. So I'm happy to have that done. I just actually I've noticed that this track at the end here, I may just be able to, I've already got it loose. Might be able to curve it a little bit more at the lead into the curve. So at least I know that's going to work. I worked on the backdrop today. Actually shot 3 videos detailing my progress and just deleted them. I was just rambling too much. They seem kind of disjointed. So let me tell you where I'm at right now. I took down the vertical supports and replaced them with horizontal supports to attach my masonite to. I'm going to extend the backdrop out here a little bit. If I can, I may actually just try to force a little curve and come out to here. Just from photos, when you're taking a photo like this, I hate that you just see the wall. Couple of anomalies that have made me change a couple things. The bracket from here to the wall is a lot narrower on the Oak Hill than it is on Chillicothe. If you remember when I built this, I was hoping to use these brackets on those wall mounts, and they won't fit. They're not interchangeable because they're different brands. Another thing that's different, if you notice the thickness of this compared to the thickness of this, so that changes some things. So this is I think it's a 12-inch piece of masonite with the Walthers backdrops on it. I have a Fowler Fowler, I don't know, it's German. There's German writing on it. In 4 pieces. Pretty sure it will go from there all the way around the layout. The sky looks really good on it. I like the hills on it. The only thing is it's not going to match up with this at all. I think I'm going to put it up. My wife, and we'll look at it. My wife said she might be able to sort of fade them together. If I don't like that idea, if it just looks like it won't work, I'll just get another Fowler backdrop and just go that way with it. I have a couple pieces left over. Okay. Another thing, because of these brackets being thicker, like I talked about, I put a 1x4 here, and I had to shim it out with a 1/4-inch piece of plywood because to get this out to the same level as that, I did not have to do that over here. A 1x4, and that's actually, these pieces over here are actually a 1x6 that I just ripped because I didn't want to buy another piece of lumber. I already had a 1x6 there. So I've got a 12-inch piece of masonite cut. Tomorrow after work, I'm going to put it up here. I am going to cove the corner. I'm not sure exactly how far around it's going to stick. I think maybe down to here, and then I'll have to put another short piece down there, so there'll be a little seam there, but that probably won't match up with the seam in the backdrops because they're in 4 pieces, so it'll probably cover that seam. I'm thinking about, I've only got 12.5 inches up to here. Thinking about actually cutting the backdrop because it's like 20 inches tall. I'm going to have to cut a lot of the sky out. I'm thinking about leaving it up a couple inches and just I can't do that with the masonite. I think it'd be a disaster to try to cove a corner and then notch the masonite to try to plan to do that. Take it up and down, everything, that might be kind of hard. So what I can do, I think I can just let the paper sort of flop loose above the masonite for a couple inches, and so it sticks up higher than this. So my goal is to get it up where it's actually about like that, if I can. I may eventually, and I've been thinking, there's a channel I subscribe to called Boomer Dioramas. He used to be working in movies, professional model builder. He's out in Western Canada, I think around the Vancouver region, somewhere in there. Tremendous modeler. Just scratch builds anything. Just take a piece of styrene and make anything in the world out of it. Relatively new channel. HO, but really recommend you checking him out if you enjoy excellent model building and theory. He does a lot about airbrushing, theory and things. He's really good. His layout is built like mine. It's a shadow box. I'm thinking about dropping this down an inch or two and making it more of a shadow box effect. Right now, like if I'm just focusing on the trains, I don't see this up here, but you can see the wall behind it, and you can see that blue board. So I'm thinking about dropping that down. That'll be a project for another day. Okay, but tomorrow, so this is Monday night right now. Tomorrow I intend to put the masonite up. I have 2 pieces up. I have to work tomorrow, so it'll be in the evening. Maybe I'll start gluing it on. I've got some spray adhesive, and if I do, I'll show you that. But there's going to be a huge contrast right here. I'll tell you right now. It's going to be a big difference. So we'll deal with that when I see how bad it is. Let my wife look at it, see what she can do. But if she tries to fade it, I don't want her to ruin the follower and this. I want to say, okay, just fade this one, because if it doesn't work, then I just have to replace that one. I don't have to replace, both sections. So we'll try that. I want to try this before I do any work on the creek. I will talk about the creek for a minute. I have decided on a 40-foot ballasted bridge, like a deck bridge. Not a plate girder bridge. A couple of reasons why I chose that. It's not really prototypical. It's more of a modern type thing. And I don't know if it would have ever been on this branch line, but this is a made up piece of track anyhow. Bridges that are open have bridge track that goes on them. I mean, the ties are really close together. I can't, Pico doesn't make bridge track, and I decided I was going to use Pico track on this, so I was going to have to run Pico up to it and splice in a piece of bridge track if I could find one. I was going to have to buy one piece of flex track for a 3 or 4 inch section, and who knows what that was going to cost the time they ship it and everything, and then splice it back to Pico at the other end. So I just think if it's a ballasted deck bridge, they don't have, you don't have to worry about the deck ties or the bridge ties on that. It's just like regular track, so it has ballast on it. So my theory is that it was just a derailment, tore up the bridge, they replaced it with this bridge. So I won't weather it real heavy. It's not going to be an old rusty piece of crap. It'll be a more relatively modern thing. So anyhow, that's a decision made. Ordered the bridge, and we'll progress from there. I'll stop rambling now, and I'm not going to post this tonight. I'll post it tomorrow after I get some masonite up. Well, it's Tuesday evening. As I said in the previous clip, project's going to wait for another day. Well, today was the day. This gap right here used to be 13 inches. It's now 10, and I like it a lot better. At my height, you know, I'm standing here, normal distance operating. I can't see the ugly stuff up there. So, you know, since I'm the one that runs it, 99% of the time, I'm the one that matters, I guess. So I like it. And I learned this one over here too. Thought now's the time to do it. If I'm ever going to do it, now's the time to do it. As you can see, I have the masonite in, and it's coved around there. I've cleaned it, wiped it down with like some glass cleaner on a rag, just make sure there's no oily handprints or anything like that on it. I'm not going to do anything more tonight, but tomorrow after work I'm going to start attaching the backdrop, and it's going to be about 12 inches tall. I have to cut off the sky, and when I get around to here I'll have to cut it a little bit, cut the paper a little bit. I did end up notching the masonite so I could drop that down, but I like it. I like it a lot. Something I got in the mail today, and this is, so I got these bridge abutments. Not sure if I'm going to use them yet or not, but yeah, if I've got a modern bridge, makes sense to have modern abutments. Look pretty tall in the package, so we'll see. So that's all I'm going to do tonight. I'm not going to post this video yet. I'll post it till after I get the backdrop up. It's getting kind of long, so I'll stop rambling here. I don't think there's anything else I need to show you. So I'll pick you up Wednesday night. Well, I'm going to talk about one more thing, and then I'm going to go ahead and post the video tonight. I have a piece of plywood to go right here. Had my wife order some more lights like this. I'm going to go ahead and use those lights here, and I'm going to replace the ones underneath Chillicothe, because that looked okay when it was just by itself, but now that I've got another layout to compare it to, I want to have even lighting on everything. I'll wait till after I put the backdrop up, and then I'm going to attach a piece of like a cleat coming out here that the plywood can sit on top of, and I'll do the same over here, but it's not exactly the same thickness because this is a door and that's a piece of wood. So I have to figure out something out there, and then I'll have a couple of supports back here. I actually have a shelf bracket that I might be able to stick up on the stud to stick out there to help support it around the back. But that will really tie the layout together. So I'm going to go ahead and post this. It's Tuesday night. I'm going to go ahead and post it tonight. And tomorrow, after I put the first piece up, and I'm confident that it's going to work, I'll do a little tutorial on how to do it. So for the second piece anyhow, I'm not going to show you the first piece because there might be a lot of cussing going on. But I'll show you how it works anyhow. So everybody stay safe.